Hi everybody, I'm Jill and I'm sitting here on a day where some of our ice is melting off a bit here in the Chicago area, and my cat is, I'm just looking up at the window now and I can see the icicles that are dripping in the sunlight, and my cat is very interested in watching that, and it's really quite beautiful. So today what I wanted to just say a little bit about is this idea of trusting life and trusting ourselves when we're feeling a call to move inward. I wrote a blog post about this a while back, which is called Trusting the Deep Pull Inward. And it's so important at certain times in our lives when we're feeling a call to move inward and be in stillness, and be more in a being place rather than a doing place. It's very important that we allow that we actually do allow that and not fight it, not resist it. I was pretty much in a doing place most of my life, at least as I got to be maybe around the age of 10, until I was about probably 24, something like that. I was in a doing place, and at the age of 24, I felt this really deep call to move inward, and I went through several months where I literally didn't do anything, and I got down to like my last dollar because I just felt this need to move inward and not do things. And then when I did start doing again, I pushed myself very hard, and I ended up getting very sick and very burned out. And so I've had a lot of learning in my life about allowing doing and being to be in tandem, and recognizing that that's part of creativity. That's part of the ebb and flow of life. It's of being human. We live in a culture that really encourages us to talk ourselves out of the fact that we do actually need being energy just as much as doing energy. We as human beings, we're part of nature, and we mirror the cycles of nature, which are not all about constant growth and constant doing and constant striving. They're also about hibernation and fallow times and winters, the season of winter as opposed to a summer where everything is growing, or spring. So I just wanted to share that with you today and encourage you that if you're in a time of your life where you are feeling a call, an intuitive call to move inward, honor that as soon as you can, rather than resisting it. I have sometimes been in resistance to that call for as long as a couple of years, because my ego or my social self has not liked the idea of slowing down. Especially, it's easy to get into a place where it seems like everybody else is doing and striving and accomplishing, and it's easy to get into that comparing place where we think, well, I can't slow down because nobody else seems to be. And we need to be leaders for ourselves in that sense, and allow ourselves to slow down when we need to. And the paradox of it is that in the long run, we actually move more quickly by allowing ourselves to slow down, because we don't get into this place of giant resistance where we have to actually, as happened to me, my body actually had to break down to get my attention. I ended up in the hospital, and it was like my body was like, you've got to slow down. You've got to slow down, and I'm not having it anymore, and you've got to change the way you're living and relating to yourself and relating to life. And so I ended up in the hospital at a fairly early age, and I'm glad I had that lesson at a fairly early age, because it's allowed me not to hit such a huge wall ever since. Although I still struggle with resisting slowing down, I've been struggling with it over the past couple months, and that's part of the reason I wanted to share that with you. So that's all for now. I just wanted to give you some permission to move inward, to slow down if you need to, and to realize that in the long run, it actually is helping your life to move at the pace it needs to move, at the pace that your soul wants to move and grow and live. Have a great day. Thanks for listening.